Okay, welcome to Trinidad Empowerment Network. So today we're going to talk foreign exchange. Foreign exchange, Forex, is a hot topic in Trinidad. A hot topic. People talking about this all the time. People are very upset that they can't get their hand on their hard-earned cash. And I don't blame you. I do not blame you. It's only right. It's your money. But why can't you get your hands on it? Today I'm going to break down exactly why. Because a lot of people in Trinidad still do not fully understand why it's so hard to get their hands on their money, on their US dollars, and why this problem affects almost every part of the Trinidad and Tobago economy. So why is there such a shortage? First, let me explain the root causes of the problem. Trinidad earns most of its US dollars by selling oil, gas, and petrochemical. We sell these to other countries. Those are our main source of foreign exchange, our main sources of income. And our income comes in the form of foreign exchange. But here's the catch. Our energy production has been declining for years. It's been going down. It's been heading that way. We are producing less oil. We are producing less gas. And we are selling less of that oil and gas internationally, naturally. So, less energy production means less US dollars coming in because we're selling less. It's logical, right? But at the same time, we are importing, bringing almost everything into the country. Almost everything. So almost everything we consume, from food to cars to clothes to electronics to even basic raw material, and all those suppliers demand payment in US dollars. So everything we import from foreign suppliers, mainly America, they want their payment in US dollars. So that's exactly why you have less US dollars in Trinidad. We use all of the US foreign exchange to pay for imports. That's the shortage in a nutshell. It really isn't rocket science, and I don't want to insult anyone's intelligence, but that's essentially it. But who gets first preference to the US dollars that we do have? Now, here's where it gets even worse for the average citizen, for you guys and girls watching this video right now, I imagine. Here's where it gets even worse for you, for the small businesses, etc. There's not enough foreign exchange to meet everyone's need in Trinidad. There's not enough. The central bank and the commercial banks kind of have to decide who they prefer to give money to. So they look at you, the little guy, and they look at the big businesses and the big importers and the big supermarkets and the big manufacturers and the big car dealerships, and they say, yeah, we just give it to them. They bring us more money. These people bring us more money. So forget the little guy, the small businesses. Let's go with the big guys. So the small businesses, the online shoppers, people trying to pay for international services like, I don't know, Netflix and Amazon and tuition fees, or even online advertising, they are all at the back of the line. And the banks prefer the big guys. Simple. Will the current government change anything? Well, I hate to break it to you. The answer is a no. That's just a fact. And this is not a new problem. And it's not going away unless we seriously diversify the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. We need to produce more. We need to export outside, or we need exports outside of oil and gas, certainly. And no government has done that in the last 20 years. I see no realistic policy on the table from either party, whether that be the previous regime, the PNM, or the current regime, the UNC, that's going to fix this problem anytime soon. I hate to break it to you, but that's just a reality. So if you're waiting for the government to make US dollars easily available to you, I'm afraid you are going to be disappointed. You are frankly wasting your time. But hey ho, let's move on to better news. Here's what you can control. You can use digital payment. Digital payment platforms like Wisely, services like PayPal, Pioneer, and Wise allow you to receive foreign exchange if you sell products or services internationally. So maybe look into these companies and see how you could fix the problem yourself. If you have a skill, or I don't know, maybe graphic design or writing or tutoring, consulting, that sort of thing, you can earn foreign exchange online. You can offer a product or services or, something to an international market. We are indeed a global economy. So we have leverage, we have reach. Small businesses can target customers outside of Trinidad and Tobago. You don't have to stick in Trinidad. We could target customers outside. You can use platforms like Etsy, ETSY, or Fiverr, FIVERR, Upwork, or even start your own e-commerce site targeting, Caribbean diasporas, people who live abroad. People who were born in the Caribbean and moved abroad. They love getting traditional Caribbean stuff. Maybe target them. You can network with people who have access to these people. Some people and businesses have reliable foreign exchange access. You could partner or collaborate with them if that makes sense for your business. I think essentially we have to think long term in terms of diversifying your income. The more you earn in foreign currency, the less dependent you are on waiting for the banks to give you a couple of $100 US when they have some spare cash. So, while the system is clearly rigged to favor the big players, the manufacturers, the car dealerships, and etc., politicians, they're not going to fix the situation for you anytime soon. So don't sit down and wait for the crumbs to trickle down. You need to start thinking beyond Trinidad's borders. The world is global, like I've said to you. The world is global indeed. You have internet access. You have skills. I'm reaching you now because the world is global. I can reach you anywhere in the world from where I am. So start positioning yourself to earn foreign currency instead of just begging for it. Suppose you have to do something about it because the government's not going to fix that situation anytime soon. I can assure you. And if you're going to sit around and wait for them to eventually trickle down some of that money to you when they have some spare, then that's your prerogative as well. If you want to do that and you could live with the frustration of that, then you're free to do so. But I'd rather you be proactive and go out and do something for yourself, or at least try. There are platforms out there that you can use. So that's it. That's it, really. That's why you do not have your foreign exchange. And yes, I do not see it changing anytime soon. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that's Well, I hope I've broken it down to you in a way that you understand. And I hope I've given you some ideas moving forward. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. For now, much love. God bless. Take care. Peace.